is the main subject of this chapter. Maya's effects are apparent and real in the empirical sense, but unreal from the perspective of existence. Shloka 96 discusses the practical aspects of this. The cosmos contains the 14 worlds, and all the living beings are part of these. Where we go depends on the karmas and rituals that we perform. Accordingly, we have different levels of consciousness. These bhuvanas are different levels of consciousness and experiences. Shloka 97 says that if we abstract the underlying existence from the cosmos, all the worlds and all the objects are reduced to mere illusory appearances. The unreal world does not disturb the oneness of reality. If the heaven is there, that isness is nothing but me, so I am the existence. I extend my existence to the heavenly world. This is original in Vedanta. There is no dilution in this. Swamiji pointed out that after death, you will be there because existence cannot die. When the mind stops, everything will stop. In between this reality and unreality, there is one thing, yourself. Now you know Brahman is real, and other than Brahman, everything is unreal. You are in between. The 98th shloka concludes that one who understands the unreality of the world and the reality of Brahman is established in non-duality. When this understanding is deep, then the understanding of the non-duality will never be lost. Shloka 99 talks about the practical aspects of living in the world, understanding the distinction between existence and Maya's effects. It is important to apply the Vedantic concepts in practical life to manage the mind and understand the nature of reality. All these dualities are discarded by knowing the Atma as Advaita, the non-dual Brahman. Then Bhumi and all elements are separated from this. When everything is separated from me, I still see and experience them. Why is this? This is because elements will continue to work whether you are a knowledgeable person or not. When we need the support of all these elements and all other people, we need the support of all these elements and all other people. This is the secret of Vedanta. Whatever the Artha Kriya, all these transactions happen. We benefit from those. Let the benefit be there. This is the analysis of this existence and the 5 elements from which you will get all these benefits. Now, if you are getting these benefits, then the whole discussion is fruitful, and so is the knowledge. This is the point we have to understand. Vidyaranya Mahasvami suggests that you change your mind and not get involved in the appearance of things as reality. Let them be there, appear, and manifest on their own. You be separate from that. Shloka 100 highlights the importance of accepting different philosophies and perspectives without getting into disputes over them. This is the beauty of Panchadasikara Vidyaranya Swami. Shloka 101 points out that disregarding Advaita does not affect the ones who have realized the non-dual Brahman. That is the beauty of Vedanta. Those who have realized the non-dual Brahman have done so by the Vedas, reason and logic, and are convinced of their unshakable position. Shloka 102 says that if the sadhaka disregarding the duality practices non-duality for a while, then the intellect gets established in the non-dual knowledge, sthira buddhi, and he becomes one with the non-dual Advaita Jnana. The man who's firmly rooted in this non-dual Brahman is called Jivan Mukta, the liberated one, while in this physical body. He has understood the real sense, the right non-dual knowledge. Established in this non-dual real sense, the Jivan Mukta continues to live in the empirical material world of day-to-day life using common sense. Advaita does not cause any conflict in dealing with other people or in our day-to-day lives. In Shloka 103, Vidyaranya Mahaswamiji quotes directly from the Bhagavad Gita Shloka 72 of the second chapter. Sri Krishna says to Arjuna in the last Upadeshan that this is the stage of the experience of Brahman. Once you attain this, no delusion will provoke you again. Being in this state is called Jivan Mukta. He will be one with Brahman while in the body and after leaving the body. There is no rebirth or individuality for him. That is the inner meaning of the shloka. Here, Acharya refers to the death of the samsara, death of ignorance, and death of confusion. Swamiji concluded with this. Om Namo Narayana.
Shruti Smriti Puranaanamayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Padam Shankaram Lokashankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Krito Vande Bhagavando Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmedi Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyoma Vadvyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Shri Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Namaste Shankarananda Gurupadambujanmane Savilasa Mahamoha Grahagrasaika Karmane Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. First of all, I wish you today we are celebrating Raksha Bandhan. So it is a Vedic celebration. Today is the birthday of, believed to be the birthday of Gayatri and Hayagriva Rishi, who brought down the Vedas in this era, in this yuga. So today is very special. In the whole India, we celebrate today's full moon day. So we celebrate it. So wish you all that Raksha Bandhan day. Yes, we were discussing the last part of second chapter of Pancadashi. You can see in each chapter, Shri Vidyaranya Mahaswami conclude with the realization stage of the sadhaka. So this we can see in all other chapter continuing. Now, the point is, now how he bring everything into that level, because the discussion is something else. We are discussing about 5 elements and the cause and effect relation with the Brahman and the Atma and all those. But in conclusion, you can see how a sincere seeker or practitioner of this Vedantic theory achieve and experience the ultimate oneness with the Brahman, the all-pervading consciousness. So this is the last part we were discussing. So now the shloka was from Bhagavad Gita, the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita, the last shloka, 72nd shloka of Bhagavad Gita. It said that Esha Brahmi Sthiti Partha. Oh Arjuna, this is the beingness or one with Brahman. So this understanding of Brahman, experience of Brahman, makes the seeker one with Brahman. So Brahmi Sthiti. And then the second part, Krishna said, Sthitvasyam andakalepi Brahma Nirvana Vichyate. Antakala, even at the last moment of his life, he get liberated. So this was the statement. Now we will have a little discussion on this statement. What is meant here as the last moment? Last moment, antakala. Anta means last, kala means moment, time. So last moment, normally we understand, literal sense of understanding is the departure of the life force. We call it prana. The prana depart from this body, and then the soul goes to some other world, to heaven or hell or wherever. So this is the normal understanding. Now, in this context, why Krishna says antakalepi? So actually, if this meaning as the departure of life is said to be the antakala, then what is special there? Because that in the departure of present life, there is no guarantee that we will achieve the ultimate goal there. The life departure is nothing to do with the knowledge, because each and every being, living being, animals or human beings or whoever, depart from this body when time comes. So this is a quite natural process. There is nothing special to be understood. So then why Krishna is bringing this point at this point in this contest, where he says that seeker becomes one with the Brahman, the ultimate reality, the consciousness. So he is taking out that point and discussing on that, giving a special meaning for this antakala, the last moment. So we take up next shloka. Sadadvaite nrite dvaite yatanyonyaikyavikshanam tasyantakalastadbheda buddhireva nachetaraha. Sadadvaite anrite dvaite yad anyonya aikyavikshanam tasya antakalaha. Actually, what is life? what is our experience of life is we are living with this body. If somebody asks what is life, because we have a body, so we have life. So we are living with the body. So in a very simple sense, we can say we have a body, therefore we have a life. Suppose we don't have a body, we don't have this body, then what would happen? You ever thought about this? Huh? You have no life, no? Then, if this body is gone, if the body is separated, is there any life? No. Oh, then it's so if this body is not there, if there is no life, you have not understood anything. You see, actual, your original and the real life is when there is no body. Because when this you are working with this body, you are actually having some sort of drama, some sort of actions you are conditioned with. So you are playing that drama with that conditions. Now people call it life. We call it lifestyle. Now what is this lifestyle? Because you are making a style. You are conditioning it. And when you as you planned, as you organize your life, you get everything there, then you think that, oh, my lifestyle is very good now, everything is going smoothly, and the other your friends and people will also appreciate you. Oh, you are living a good life, so you have a good lifestyle. So you see, uh, actually this is all planned. This is all planned. Some part is planned by us, and the other part is planned by God Himself. So God will give you a chance to get into life. So you will get a life from your parents. You will get a body, and you will come out and live with the elements, live with this creation for some time, and you will learn how to live from your parents, from your guardians, and then you will learn more about living and earning and making life more comfortable when you go to schools and colleges, and then you bring all these information and you make your lifestyle as a human being, or as the work you do in your life, with your performances. So if you see the whole life, what is your role, what you are doing, what is your role in your life? Can you say, I am living my life, the life is led by me? Huh? No, I think you don't understand my question. Can you say that my life is led by me? I am leading my life. And that is what you think, because you think I am leading. We are leading our life. So what is there? No, actually you are not leading your life, because the life itself you got without your knowledge. The life you got, the vital force inside, the soul inside, the emotions inside, this all you got from somewhere. It was not your was not your part of play. You have nothing to do with that. So once you got this, the physical body and all those, then at a time you came to understand, I have to do this, I have to do that to maintain this body. I have to take food. So then I can maintain the body. This also, you see, you have no role. Actually, the parents teach you. They say, oh, my boy, oh, my child, take some food, otherwise you will die. You have to take some food and live with this. So hearing that, we think, okay, this is, we have to do with this. So we take up that point and we continue with that. Yes. So there is some natural call also. But apart from that, we have so many conditions. So we conditioned with the food, we conditioned with water, we conditioned with the facilities. So now you are leading with the life means you are leading with these conditions. You are leading your body and settlement with this condition what you settled. But the original force, life force, is free from all this. You understand this? Now you say, can you live without body? Without body, the life is there in your dream, in your deep sleep, everywhere you are there without body and conditions. That is why I said the conditions and the play your role is only in waking state. You have some facilities, some ideas, you are applying your effort there. But apart from that, when you leave this waking state and go to dream state, now who is managing that there? What life you have there? How can you manage that life there? No. But you are still there. Your life is there. And similarly, in deep sleep, there is no dream, nothing. You are still there. So therefore, when we condition ourselves with this body, then we have death, right? The death of what? Death of your conditioned play. That play, the first play, that the prana, the breathing, it stops. Now there is no current. The current is disconnected. So the mission is off. Now the vehicle cannot work because there is no power. So once that current production and current is disconnected, the life force is disconnected, you leave this body, that's all. So the connection of life force with the body, and along with that you make some conditions. So this is called life. Now antakala means at that last moment means you disconnect this, that's all. Now the story here is Sadadvaite Anrade Dvaite Yadanyoni Aikya Vikshanam. Now you have identified yourself with this life and lifestyle. When I asked you, you said, no, we are leading our life. So this is the wrong understanding. Superimposition. You have not brought your life. You have not brought your mind. You have not brought your prana, the vital force which is working inside your body, because of which you are alive. So all these things are not brought by you, means with your awareness. When I say by you, means with your awareness. It was blessed. All these were there when you came out. So you were blessed with all these things. Right? Now, when you got all this, you identified with those. Like when you live in a room, you brought the house and you live in a room, and for immediately you identify with the room and say, this is my room, this is my house, this is my thing, this is my thing. So similarly, you got a room like thing like this body, and you identified with that body, and now you will say, no, I am leading this body, this is my body, this is I am doing all these action activities. So this is called aikya, the misidentification, wrong identification with this body. So now what we do, we just change this wrong identification. We just understand, so this is wrong identification, because of that I am living in this body, because of that I am in this body. So this is called the death of ignorance, the death of misidentification, the removal of superimposition. So he says, actually, this removal of this misidentification and misunderstanding with the body is the actual antakala, the actual death. So as soon as you remove this, you are using this body as an instrument. No, as you use your instruments in your house and outside and things like that, like a vehicle, use vehicle and other things. Similarly, this misidentification goes away, and then that is the antakala. This is called the death of ignorance. So sada advaite anrite dvaite yad anyonya aikya vikshanam. So you the mutually identified reality and unreality. So for you, reality become unreality, and the real or unreal become real. So when we discriminate this wrong perception, the wrong understanding, confusing the real and unreal, so your life is real, but your body and the other elements, they are not real. They keep on changing, keep on giving pain, keep on giving problems. So you want to separate from that. So just understand that this body has its own character, body has its own manifestation, body has its own actions and effects. So body will continue to do that until it is on work, it is in action. So leave those things there. Whatever happening, let happen in this body. Okay, so you are separate from that. This discrimination is called last moment. Now you see how beautifully Acharya brought this. This is how he connects the whole thing into the self-realization, the ultimate goal. So tasya antakalaha. So he says this can be said as the last moment. Why it is said so? Because after this, when he understands that seeker identify himself with the original life, the real soul of the identification, when comes, he is not worried about all what is happening with the body and its elements. He just no leave off. So he is not connected with that. So this is also called antakala, the last moment. Tad bheda buddhireva. So he says this is according to the Vedanta, this is the real death. The death which is happening to the body is not real death, because that's only you are changing one body and going away. You may get another body in heaven and you will live in heaven, or then again according to our philosophy, you will again appear in different bodies. So how can you say you are Antakala, you are last moment? This is not last moment. That's like every day you go to sleep, in deep sleep, and you in the morning you wake up. So similarly, you go to a long sleep and disconnect your body, and people take the body for termination, and then you are away from that body. That's all. That's the difference between death and the deep sleep. So this simple is the matter is. So therefore, the Antakala, the real Antakala, according to Vedanta, is the correct understanding, experiencing the Sat as the ultimate existence of your core existence as Brahman. That's called Sat. So that is okay. Then next sloka he brings that literal sense of this Andakala. Yadva Andakala pranasya viyogostu prasiddhitaha tasmin kalepi na bhrantir gataya punaragamaha. It says, okay, the meaning, first meaning I gave according to the Vedantic view of this Antakala, the last moment. But you want to understand the usual meaning of Antakala, the last moment. Antakala means last moment. How the people literally understand, or the usual understanding of that. So we take that also, no matter. So Yadva Andakalaha, Pranasya Viyogaha, departure of the life force. Pranasya Viyogaha, as I said just now. Astu Prasiddhita, because this is very famous. The Andakala means departure of the person. So the person departed. So this is what people say. So Tasmin Kalepi, he says, even in that moment, for that who realized Brahman, who realized himself as Sat, as all-pervading existence. He just identified himself with the space outside, the all-pervading space, and he is one with that. So then what would happen? He says, even in that moment, because people say when death comes, there is much pain and the mind is worried, or all those things happen. Actually, it is not happening there, but people say they see from outside, they feel that. So tasmin kalepi na bhrantehe gataya punaragama. Once you understood this reality, understood this meaning of this life, then the wrong identification will not come back. So na bhrantehe gatayaha punaragram. Once illusion goes away, it will not come back again, even at that moment of death. So this can be understood like that. So he gave two meanings. The first meaning was Antakala, the real Antakala is separating the misidentification, or separate knowing the self. And the second one is what normally people say, the death. So in both cases, once you experienced, once you know who are you, so then there is no confusion in that. So try to understand that in this very birth, very life. So then that is done. Then he is continuing with that. Now people may ask, there is a person who realized enlightened person. Now, the realized person, we call him as Jivan Mukta, Jnani. Okay. So that alerted person also has some diseases. So he has some physical diseases and like that. And he is having so much pain, inside and outside because of diseases like cancer or something like very serious diseases. And sometimes he is in coma because of some other reason, or even with the diseases, he is in coma. He was a jnani, he was a guru, he was an enlightened person. But at that moment of his last moment of his life, he went to coma. Then people ask, if he is in coma, definitely he cannot remember all this what he studied. He cannot remember Vedanta, he cannot remember Pancadashi, he cannot remember even a word like Tattvamasi. So what would happen to that person if, because he has no mind, his mind is not working, intellect is not working, he is not even recognizing his relatives, close relatives, so he is in coma. Then what would happen that person? It means the whole knowledge has gone. You studied Vanchadashi and all these textbook for a long time, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. No, at that moment, nothing came. No, there is no memory lost. Then what would happen to that person? People worry about it, people ask also. So he is giving a correct answer for this. Should be noted. नीरोग उपविष्टो वा रुग्णो वा विलुठन् भुवि मूर्छितो वा त्यजत्येष प्राणान् भ्रान्तिर्न सर्वथा. You see, a realized person, you realized jnani, nirogaha. Okay, if he is healthy, he has no diseases and problems, so he is healthy, he is okay. So he is in this condition, his body and everything was fine. Then he left his body. Or upavishtaha. Upavishtaha means in a sitting posture. In sitting in an asana, like yogis, they sit in Padmasana and like in meditation posture. Then they leave the body. So people say this is the best way for a yogi, for a sadhaka to leave the body sitting in a good posture. So sometimes it happens. Some people could do that, and we have also seen some yogis, they left like that, sitting in a posture and left their body. So it's also possible. And then he says, otherwise, Rugnaha. Rugnaha means he was ill with serious diseases. Rugnaha. And Viludhan Bhuvi. Oh, with the pain, he was rolling on the ground with immense pain. Because so much problem happened, or some diseases or something. Viludhan Bhuvi. Rolling on the, Viludhan means rolling on the ground. With immense pain he was having, no? So, okay. So after that, what happened? Murchitaha, in coma stage. So you see how he counts everything. He's very practical, and he sees all the differences, and then he is giving the answer. Okay, he has no diseases, he is healthy, and he left his body. That's okay. And sitting in a posture, yogic way, he left his body. That's also fine. He was sick and then left body. Normally it happens like this. All old age people, they will have some sickness and then they leave the body. That's the normal thing. And or sometimes viludhan, no, with so much pain or immense in coma, murchitaha. Tyajatyesha pranan. However, he leaves this body, cast off the body in any of these conditions, what would happen? He says, Bhrantir na sarvatha. That the ignorance will not come back, and he will not have any illusion on this. He will not have any confusion. He will enjoy like that. We have seen the masters, our masters, doing like that. They could not say, because one of our great master, one Swami, who left, he was sick in a bed for maybe for 1.5 years, and when last moment came, his devotees and disciples all were there, and people could see that he is having so much pain because he had many diseases in his body, so he was having more pain and things like that. And many disciples, they were crying and like that, they were reacting like that. Then what happened, like in the morning 4 o'clock time, he just woke up from that bed, and he wanted to sit in a posture. Then what he did, because he could hear what is happening around him. He was like in the half coma, but he was hearing what is happening. But he somehow brought his energy back, and uh, he came. No, he was sitting in the posture, and then he asked and scolded all the devotees who were there. He said, "What you learned from me? No, this is, I have nothing to do this. This is happening first time. I know this is happening and all those." Then sitting in that condition, he wrote a slokam. He wrote a Sanskrit poem there, and he rendered, and the disciples, they wrote it, and still now it is available. We have in our, it is published by Kailas Ashrama, some of the books. So he wrote 2 slokas, and he said, "You see, whatever you are seeing is not me. You are so foolish, and you learned so much from me, and after that also you are crying like this is a very bad. So I am not this. I have another level of life, so I am enjoying that, and I want to let you also know what would happen to you in this condition. I know how he is going." So he just said how the life leave the body, the how the Atma is one with the Paramatma, all pervading consciousness, and all those he described. So this is my depth as it. And after completing the sloka, he just drank, because in our custom we believe that drinking Ganga Jalam is very holy. So he just took uh, one mouth of Ganga holy water, and then again just left his body. The body was cool. So this is, it can happen. So therefore, however it happens, doesn't matter. It is not his concern. So we cannot say what karma works that time. So if we do good things in our life, then also it's possible that some bad karmas, previous karmas, will come in that part of life, and they give such effects. So basically, don't worry about it. Whatever happens, it happens. When your mind is okay, the intelligence is working, and you have facilities, you do whatever sadhana you can, contemplate on this, and try to uh, disconnect or disidentify yourself from the body. This is the best way to overcome the fear of death. So then he is giving a beautiful example. Now you can see how this knowledge will not go even in that condition, at bad condition. Dine dine swapna suptyoradhide vismृतेऽप्ययम् paredyurnanadhitasyat tadvad vidyananashyati. Dine dine swapna suptyoho adhite vismृतेऽप्ययम्. It says every day, dine dine. Every day you go to dream and deep sleep. Okay. When you go to deep sleep, you forget everything. So in your deep sleep state, you have no body, no house, no money, nothing. You have nothing there. Because you forget everything. Okay, it means now you are in some other world. Whatever happens, you don't know what is happening there. So dine dine swapna suptyoho. You go to deep sleep and forget everything. You disconnect yourself with all other activities and things around you. Then when you wake up, paredyuhu, on the morrow, when you return, what happened? Na anadhitaha. You don't think that I forgot everything, whatever I did, everything is gone. Whatever I have studied is gone. It doesn't happen. You will get everything back when you return to that next morning. So paredyuhu na anadhitaha. So you don't miss your knowledge and things there. What does it mean? It means even that disconnection happens in your deep sleep, it will definitely return to you. So it is there, it cannot go. Similarly, if in the stage of death, in that last moment, if the person goes to coma, tad vidyananashyati, even in that coma stage, his knowledge will not die. It is never lost. So natad vidya nashyati. So we can say the knowledge will not be forgotten at any cost. So even in the unconsciousness, the knowledge is not going there. Knowledge is there. So even in that stage. Therefore, this is the beauty of Jivan Mukti. If you achieve this, this is the experience that we can achieve in this world. The highest experience, highest achievement of our life. So if we could achieve this, other thing, whatever happens, the relations, the facilities and the money and all whatever we get is just to maintain this body to that point of time, up to that point of time. But in that point, we need all this knowledge for our support to overcome the fear of death, overcome the pain of death, overcome the anxiety about the death. So we are very much worried about what would happen after that, what would happen to me, and nobody is there to help me and all those. So this will go away in that sense. That is why he said, Dine dine swapna sutyor adhide vismrudepyayam paredyur nan adhidasyat tad vidyo nanashyati. So now we have to give a clause here. What is the clause is, provided that practice should be continuous. One has to experience that. Your mind should be completely convinced with the knowledge you got. So, provided that you will get into this stage. Otherwise, just you think about something and you will forget that. Normally it happens. But this knowledge, normally it will not go away, but we have to practice, and really we have to experience it. Directly we have to experience it. So continue your practice with this. Now, the concluding statement. Now we can see in two shlokas, the last part of this chapter, the concluding statement of this. Now, what the Acharya said here is, you don't worry about the knowledge, that it may go away when I am when my mind is not working, when I am in the stage of death. So it may go away. So don't worry about it. This knowledge will no way that knowledge will go away. Okay, it never lost. Pramanotpadida vidya pramanam prabalam vina nanashyadi na vedantat prabalam manamikshyate. It says how one knowledge goes away. So one knowledge goes away with another knowledge which is more powerful, more authoritative than the previous knowledge. So this is how the knowledge changes. Now you understand something, some thought process, something you understand as an object. Then the other person says, no, what you understood is not right, it is wrong. Because you seeing the rope, you understood it as snake. So it was a wrong understanding. It was superimposition. So therefore, that knowledge, for maybe for that time, you thought that, oh, this is snake. No, you were worrying about that. You were preparing to run away from that place, and all those things were happening. But the other knowledge comes after some time. The knowledge is that, no, this is not snake, this is rope. So now you see, the one knowledge is removed or changed by another knowledge. And the second knowledge, if it is authoritative, if it is more proved with the experience, then that knowledge will stay on, and the previous knowledge will go away. This is how it happens. The similar thing is happening with this our body identification. Now, the whole life we were identifying ourselves with this body and mind on all these activities. Now, if we get an authoritative and thorough understanding that this body is an elemental production, it is a mixture of elements, it's a material making. No, it's a material production. If you understand this, then you can change your misunderstanding, and then the correct knowledge is there. So that is called pramana utpadida vidya. So this Vedantic knowledge is authoritative and experienced and proved by valid proofs. So he says, this na vedantad prabalam manamishyate. There is no other pramana, valid proof, equal Vedanta. So if this can happen, then this knowledge will stay. That's what he wants to say. If you deny this, no, this is okay, it's okay, whatever it says is not completely correct because I am having this problem, that problem, and all those you had with this, then if you think like that, then again the problem can pops up. It will come back. So therefore, na Vedanta prabalam manam ishyate. There is no other pramana equal to Vedanta pramana. Therefore, that's the reason is therefore this Vedanta pramana will stay. That's what he wants to say. It cannot be removed because you cannot find a logic and experience against this Vedantic thought. So that is how we should practice. So pramana utpadita vidya pramanam prabalam vina na nashyati. That's the statement. That the knowledge with evidence, with proof, with valid evidence cannot be dismissed and changed with unvalid evidences. So now this we have to compare. Which is real knowledge, which is unreal knowledge. That is the vivekam we are doing, discrimination of understanding. Okay, so if this empirical experience what you are having, is this experience is right, or is this experience is real, or what this philosophy Vedanta say is that experience is real. Who is real? What is real in you? This physical body, or mind, or intellect, or the soul? So try to find out. So then, if you could find out and really you can experience that I am the I am Brahman, myself, my experience is real, I am the consciousness. Without consciousness, without my consciousness, nothing can move. So therefore, my existence, my consciousness is ultimately real. So the ultimate reality is my own experience that I am existing and my consciousness is existing. Because of that, everything else moves. So this sort of uh, understanding, this sort of contemplation will bring the right knowledge more into your established in your mind. So then it cannot go. Na Vedanta prabalam manamishyate. So every moment, whenever you get some idea, whenever you think about some objects, just compare. You keep the comparison thing. Comparison in the sense, what is real, what is unreal. Why I am using this? If you when you go to bed now, after this class you will have your dinner and then you go to bed normally. So when you go to bed, you think, I am using this bed for whom? When you eat food, think, I am eating this food for whom? Okay, so then every moment you will get, so you will, when you think about that, when you eat food, if you think that for whom I am eating, so you will first you will understand, oh, I am eating for my body. Now this body is for whom? Body is for self, no, the person who is inside. So you are giving some nutrition to the body, then that action, the giving the nutrition and the effect of that goes to the self. And you have your bed, okay, because we have to lay down on the bed for sleep. But who is laying down? That body is laying down. And why body is laying down? Because of you, because you have to take rest. So like that, if you think about all this, every time you will get into this self knowledge. You just a normal practice, I said, wherever you could, you think about this. So when you get good thoughts, also think, okay, this thought came to me and this is very good for me. And when you have some bad experiences and no some bad emotions or some reactions or whatever, so then also you think even those are also for Atma only. It is very interesting. Why you have angry, you are quarreling with others? Because you want to protect yours. That's all. You think that no, he or she said something, no, he did something, she did something, and all these things. Why you are irritated with that? She or he go doing something, let her do it. Why you are irritated with that? Because you want to protect yourself. So when something goes against you, against your life, against your that self protection, you think no, something will happen to me if he or she does this. It is not going along with my uh, thoughts. Is not good for me. Then you oppose that. This is how it happens. So that's also for the protection of Atma, for the protection of the self. So this is how we contemplate every moment on Atma. So now we take up the last sloka of this chapter at the conclusion. Tasmad Vedanta Samsiddhim Sadadvaitam na badhyate Andakalepyato Bhuda Vivekadna Nirvritistitha. Tasmad, therefore, Vedanta Samsiddhim Sadadvaitam na badhyate. The knowledge of non-dual reality as established, as discussed here, cannot be refuted or denied with anything, by any means. It cannot be false. It cannot go far. So Tasmad Vedanta Samsiddhihi, the establishment of Vedanta within you, the non-dual Brahman, non-dual consciousness, non-dual existence. If you know this, it will not go away. Therefore, Andakalepi ato bhuda viveka nirvritistita. Therefore, even in that last moment, the departing moment of soul, even in that moment, bhuda viveka, because you have studied this second chapter and you what you studied is you discriminated the elements and its manifestation, elements and elemental manifestation. And now you know I am not this elemental manifestation as body and mind. These are all elemental manifestation. know from physics as well. So this elemental manifestation is not me. I am something else. I have some other realm of existence. So when you understand this, when you are convinced with this, so you are beyond this elemental manifestation. So Bhuta Vivekat Nirvriti Sthita. So surely he is emphasizing on that, he is ensuring that you will have the state of liberation, a state of consciousness even in that moment. Okay, so this is how it ends with. So Andakale Pyato Bhuta Viveka Nirvriti Sthita. That's the truth here. Now, this cannot happen suddenly at the moment of death. The future state of the departing soul actually decided even before, long before. We know how we plan our future. We plan our future with the work what we do at the moment. So if somebody thinks, oh, okay, I will contemplate when I am dying. No. Now I have so much work to complete. I'm busy with all this managing family and things like that. So I will study all this. I will keep a notebook of this Vedanta and philosophy things, and I will study before my death, or I will get that knowledge there. It will not happen. So start from here, start today and practice, because the future state of the soul is decided before the departure, not at the moment of departure. So therefore, as I said, practice, practice, and practice. Okay, so we conclude this chapter here and today's session. My suggestion is you all can do some research on this chapter and go through your notes. So we have these classes, and we have 109 slokas. So in those slokas, what we discussed and how our Vidyaranya Mahaswamiji or Acharya, how he brought the elemental manifestation and other things in relation with the Sad, the existence of Atma, existence of self. So very beautifully, very clearly he could deliver that. So we contemplate on this, and then yes, uh, if you want to study more after the contemplation, you want to know more and more, then we will think about the next chapter, because this chapter is also a conclusion. You can see he started from the elemental things, and then slowly we contemplated on body and all those, and he concluded with the death and the experience of death and all those. Everything is concluded. So this chapter is also a complete chapter. So all the material is there. All the stuff we want to take away is there. So contemplate on that. Then if everything is okay, everything is fine, now you don't want to study more, then let me know. So we will stop here. No, you have, if any doubt, again you want to know more and more, or some doubts are there, you want to clear those doubts, then we will go to the next chapter. Next chapter is actually Pancakosha Viveka. As we did here, no, 5 elements Viveka. The discrimination and correct understanding of the 5 elements and its manifestation. So similarly, we will take up more inner level of mind as 5 Panchakoshas. So that will be more deep, profound discussion, and the same thing will come there. He will take one by one and analyze it, and then connect with it, and then ultimately again the Brahmajnanam and experience will come. So if we needed, we will go there. I think whatever you got is more than sufficient. So you need to contemplate. Contemplation is the only solution. Okay, that is what you see. So in the last slokas. Okay, thank you. If you have any question, please ask.
Rakesh Handu wants to ask a question. Rakesh, please unmute and then you can ask the question.
Okay, ma. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hari Om Swamiji, Pranamam.
If you don't mind, please open your video also, that I could see.
Right, Swamiji, with your permission. Thank you so much.
Okay, okay.
Yes, I want to ask, like we had a detailed discussion about elemental constitution of body and the real life source, right?
Correct.
So, just some moments you said that if somebody reacts or somebody says to you something, you get angry. Suppose somebody, I'm in conversation with somebody and he says some unpleasant words to me. I get angry and I react because I want to protect myself. Right? You said that you want to protect yourself. That's why you get angry and you get into some argument with the other person.
Yeah,
but,
correct.
Yeah, but isn't it that if someone says something about me, it's not about my real life. It's about my elemental constitution. So is it right to react? Suppose.
Correct. What you understand is very correct, because whatever he or she says to you, that is not something related to your real life. It is something related to your body and other elements. So
or even
it
maybe
actually
mental
doesn't connect you, doesn't matter. Now, what happens there? You have a misidentification with this body and all those things at present. No, for the sake of our understanding, we can say we have a misidentification because I think I am this body. When somebody says something about my body, I feel that he is saying something about me. So this makes the person react. Okay. So what I said is, you want to protect in the sense you are identified with this body, and that what the person is saying is something unpleasant, unhappy, and unacceptable for you, and you relate yourself with the body, so you react. You see, if you don't relate your this body, like for example, in front of you, somebody says something to some other person with whom you have no relation, then what do? You don't react, you don't feel anything. So because you think that this is separate, I have no connection with this. So similarly, it happens here. If you separate from this, so okay, he's saying something about my face, he's saying something about my hand, he says something about my nose. So what is there? What he says about all this? So this is how it happens.
Yeah, but it's not about body only. It's about the mental perceptions.
It goes sometimes to mental, mind and intellectual and even ego. Ego is the main subject there. If somebody says something about related to ego and emotions, you will feel more. No, you will feel more bad about it. Yeah.
So if you want to escape it, you have to become Jivan Mukta. You have to distinguish between the elemental constitution and the real life.
One has to understand the reality, the real existence of himself. That's all. So, of course, the Jivan Mukti is the ultimate stage in that way of when we make that thought process. But even for the beginners, they can just think that my reality, my existence is not this body, because I am existing in deep sleep, I am existing in another states. So this body is only my an instrument with I take for my normal life. That's all. Yeah.
Not even with mind and sense.
Not
even with. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Very good. Very good. Thank you. Any other question arise?
Swamiji, how do you know that next week we will be having the class or not?
So you all think about it and contemplate and let me know you realized or not. Let me know. That's if you are realized, then it's okay. You are free.
What is the way of knowing I am realized or not?
Points. Eh?
What is the way to know whether I am realized or not?
You use all these whatever Acharya said in this and compare with that, understand, and then you think analyze yourself, study yourself, what is happening with me, and if I am not realized those also. Okay, that is one thing. The other thing is still you have some problem, some questions, something to ask or some clarification. We will accordingly we go, because this test is like it has 1,500 more than 1,500 more than 1,500 slokas. It's a very big test. So we want to study, we can study. It will go like that.
Tattva-viveka Prakaranam we should.
We can study the whole test. There is no problem, and we are all
of course we don't know how
that. We have a specialty, we can do it. But my point is, studying more and completing the test is not our aim. That I in the beginning also, in the introduction also I said, we study for a purpose. The purpose is to know it and realize and change our life, change our perception, change our things around us, and be in a bliss state with the existence and consciousness like that. So if you could do that, then it's fine. It's completed. Now there is no need to study more and more, because you know what is five koshas, because you all studied Vedanta for a long time. You know all the terminations on all the definitions and everything. Now what I can teach new, every time I cannot find something new to teach. So the same thing we are repeating. Even Acharya, as I said, in each chapter he will repeat all these ideas in different level.
Swamiji, the same way. Swamiji, the same way how Acharya is bringing new things, Swamiji is giving us new things.
Okay. So that's fine. Now, after all, why you want to get every time new things?
No, because the new, we'll be able to see, for example, about the meditation. I am just opening my mind about the meditation. Yeah. We could just do now. So much we can do, because we have wrong impression about the meditation before, but now it has become a part of my life.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, that is
very
it.
Good.
So I just...
that is the fruit of this study. Now you are getting that. So now be with that and do meditation, more meditation, and enjoy that meditation. And if, then we want to know more, anything, any doubt is there, then we will do. That's what.
Yeah, we will definitely go.
Idea. We will have a discussion, and you can the whole participants, they can share their experiences. No, after 2 days on thinking on this subject. And because I enjoy it so much, because once I complete this, I feel okay, enough. Everything is whatever you want to know, everything you got. So from my part, I enjoy it so much. So I feel that is complete. Now how we go again with the other thing? Now we reached into that level. So now how we go away from this? So like that, you share your thoughts, and when then we'll think if again, if you have some some doubts to be clear, some obstacles are there, or something is there, so then we will think about that. Okay.
Can we have a session, next session, on how do they, something like
no,
this?
in the next session we have 1 week time. So 1
Yeah.
week time, in between, we will have a discussion in the group, and get the what is it, the participants, they will share their opinions and their experiences. Then we will think about that.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. We have 1 week time. We are not concluding. I just put my suggestion, and this is my suggestion from my part. Now we will see what you think about this. Yeah. So 2 questions, they raised their hands. Yeah.
There are 3 questions, Swamiji.
Yeah. Please.
We'll take it up.
Yeah, because the last part of the chapter, no, we don't know we are coming on the next week or not. So let them ask. Yeah, please.
So it is a continuation of the previous question. So as a Swadharma, we are supposed to take care of even the elements like body, mind, intellect, complex. So that is also our Swadharma, because that is through which we are interacting to the world to take care of the praradas and exhaust that. So with that understanding, don't you feel it is right to respond and make sure the dharma is established, even not only to my body, even to the bodies connected to me externally too?
Correct. There is no problem. No, why you can do that? Because Atma is not disturbed with all these activities. So let the activities be there. Only you have to watch your identification, how the mind is reacting, and how you understand the happenings. Whatever happens, that's all. So you can do anything, whatever you want.
No, I got confused with the previous question and answer. That is the
with that.
I got confused with the previous question and answer. Only when it Jivan Mukta, that's only solution, like that when it
the only solution means you are also a Jivan Mukta. Why? How you think that you are not a Jivan Mukta? You can be a Jivan Mukta. Why not? Now you see, Acharya clearly said, if you are living with a family, or you living as a sannyasi, or you living with some other thing, it doesn't matter with the knowledge, because it cannot affect the knowledge. It may affect the practice, because if you have a family, you have so much responsibilities, you have no time to do all these things. So that is a different matter. This is a different subject. But from the Atma's knowledge point of view, there is no disturbance. It cannot be disturbed. So you think about that, and it can be a Jivan Mukta even in your household life. Okay. So that guarantee Vedanta gives. because there are so many examples, there are so many stories, but you have to have a thorough understanding and correct managing skills. That is the your skill will prove that your life is changed, and the change in your life. So how you manage this? Okay. Yeah, next question, please.
Jayashree?
Yeah, may I
You
ask
can
the question?
unmute and yeah.
Yeah, ask please.
And video also to be, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, ask.
Hari Om Swamiji.
Alright.
When we react to other people, or when we get angry or like or dislike, to what level we are, or they do the other way, what level it is going, to what level it is going, dislikes or reactions or results, going to which level?
It goes to the level, maximum the level of ego.
Not to the Atma.
No, there is no connection with the Atma. If goes to, if really it goes to Atma, then it will continue there even in your deep sleep. And it will continue in your next birth also. Because in deep sleep, it doesn't come, no?
Okay. And it doesn't affect our karmas also when we react?
Karmas, after yes, of course, karmas are affected because karmas are there accumulated in intelligence and mind and ego complex, no? So it will be affected by karma, and he will produce a new karma there with all this. Atma is not affected.
Also, my one request, please, Swamiji. Continuing won't help us to strengthen our understanding. Continuing this Pancadashi with the next chapter, maybe after 1 or 2 classes of discussion or doubt clearance.
So you want to continue? We continue with this. Okay.
Yes,
so you just tell me or put your thoughts. Then why? What is the reason you want to continue? Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Next.
Hari Om Swamiji.
Hari Om, please.
So are you hearing? I am new one to attend. However, I have got one doubt. If anyone attacks our ego, so we studied all these things, we can understand that we can ignore. But when they attack physically, what to do?
Physically, actually, yeah, that's a different story, because physically we have to protect ourselves.
That's what.
Yeah, physically, because if you cannot bear the physical attack, that you are bound to protect yourself, and you take safety, whatever safety thing you need to do it for your protection. You take do that, because a physical thing is a different thing.
Okay. Our another question, but actually not in the subject. I'm not getting recorded talk because I missed 2 talks. I went to some other ashram and I couldn't attend to your speech. But I got it done through my friend. Let the record be sent to me because
yeah. We have all this recorded. Pancadashi till today, I think some 29 classes. All are there in YouTube. That the playlist will be posted in the group. Okay.
In this number also, because I got the Zoom address from
then
my
you
friend.
You have to give your number. You just put your number and things in the group.
And
that
I don't
the
know when
admin can share you that video list.
I don't know when they open that I could enter.
Now after this class, it will be opened. Immediately after this class, it will be opened.
Okay, thank you. Hari Om.
Okay.
Hari Om Swamiji.
Okay, thank you.
Pranam Swamiji. Sorry, I don't want to.
Yeah.
But I wanted to just ask about the suffering, so much suffering that is happening now. just by using our understanding of Pancadashi and looking at what's happening. And a lot of people are going through, big group of people going through this suffering, and some other group causing a lot of suffering. So, and looking at everything with this, with this eyes, from a Vedantic eyes, can you please talk just how to look at this?
Yeah. Yes, the point we have already discussed. The suffering around us, how the suffering disturbs us. Now, only the understanding, the correct knowledge can change the suffering. That's the only remedy. Now, this understanding is individual, right? Because if you study something, the knowledge comes to you. That is individual experience. It cannot be given to others. So this is a big problem regarding the suffering around us, the problems around us. We understand what is the solution, but that solution, the understanding is within us. It cannot be delivered, it cannot be given. Yeah. So that's the problem. Really, it's a problem. Now, what we can do is, as like we are conducting a satsanga as a class, we have so many students, we are listening to it, and slowly we are getting some new ideas to deal with our problems. So we are success in that. Similarly, if knowledge, because knowledge cannot be given like that. Knowledge can be given through one-to-one, or in a group of people. We can deliver the lectures, we can talk about that. Even that, it takes little time, but that's the only process. Now, when we see suffering outside, problems outside, sometimes within our family, when we see so many things, if we want to separate ourselves, it's possible with our understanding, with our this vivekam and all these practices. But that may not be affecting others. So this is a problem people are facing after studying, after practicing on maybe yoga practice and meditation, things like that. So they are good with their mind, they are okay with everything. But the people around them, people in the family or like that, they are not understanding that. So this is a practical problem, because the understanding, if you want to live together, we want to deal with many people, those people also should get this understanding. Then only you can enjoy this as one, as the complete effect. So this is one aspect of that. The another aspect is, when you have this knowledge, when you practice this, you create a new energy, positive energy, sattvic energy. So this sattvic energy, the high level of sattvic energy, the vibration of that sattvic energy can slowly cure, I say slow because it takes a long time. So slowly cure others' mind, because your thought reflections with others will change, and that reflection goes to their mind. Then slowly it can happen. So then what we should be careful about is that we should not be irritated. At any condition, we should keep our cool or keep our mind in this level of understanding. If that is possible, we will produce new energy into that vibration, that space. So that vibration goes to the minds of the people. Therefore, the highly respected masters, enlightened souls, when they have their devotees, then they talk and interact with them, the people have some good feeling, and they change their life slowly. So the environmental change. So this also is a practice. This is another aspect of that. Okay, so pray, and always pray for the good and good health of all the beings around you. So this positive thinking and positive energy spread over. Let the positive energy spread over. Okay. Yes. Okay. So we conclude with this.
There is one question from Asha
One more
Menon.
question? Okay. Carry on.
Asha, you can.
Namaskaram, Swamiji. Swamiji, I have been attending your class right from beginning, Malayalam as well as English. I must thank you for the excellent classes you are taking. And we recently realized I changed a lot. Changed a lot in the means, I don't know whether it's positive or negative. I stopped like reacting to situation. Anyone saying anything, my mind says, let me know there somebody is watching. I mean, like, it doesn't affect me at all, like it was before. I used to give answer and anything. I just say cool, like I'm the detached. I say, okay, that is not my problem. If you have any problem with it, that is your problem, not mine.
Okay, very good, very good. Very good. This is a very positive change. Yeah, similar changes will happen. Okay, yeah.
The field, I wanted to ask you one more thing. This time when the Uttarakhand, when all those things happened, that cloud burst and all that. I mean, like, was there any fear among the people around you, or you, that since ashram is there?
So you see, especially in Himalayas, the banks of Holy River Ganga, people, they are used to these conditions, these happenings.
Okay.
When you are sitting in somewhere else, you feel that okay, it is happening something very big there. But the people there, because they have every year something like this, small, big, and like this. So it's okay if they are not so much worried. But of course, the families who lost their members and their loves, and then that's really affecting our hearts. So what we react something, we help them whatever way we could. The problem is still today, the vehicle and the trucks with the material things, they could not reach there. Still the armies supplying the food in helicopter and all those, it's happening because in between many places the road like 200-500 meters of road just washed away. Now to make the road there, cutting the stone, because many places the rock, no big rock, you have to cut the whole area and make it. So it may take 1 month or 1.5 months. With all the new technology, everything they are using, because army is there, though they are doing that, but even then it will take some time. So that's very what is when we think about, that's the practical problem of whatever we can say. We just feel that how people are suffering from that. So that makes things like that. But okay, what's the other the main what we could say is that it happened in the daytime.
Oh, okay.
No, the daytime. Therefore, people could run away, and they could go away from that site. So some could not, who were inside the house and like that, they could not, because everything happened. Even now, is 1 minute, everything happened. This is like that. It's like a flash. After half an hour, 1 hour, everything is smooth. The water just washed away and everything is okay there. Now what you see is like that. Say it's a different thing. Now they are doing some research how it happens and all those. But it's yeah,
What about
painful.
food and water there in the ashram and other places? Are you able
Yeah,
to get
everything is okay. Otherwise, everything is okay, normal.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm glad
Thank
to
you.
know that. Glad to
Hari
know that.
Om, Hari Om,
Hari Om.
Hari. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnahat Purnamudashyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shri Harihi Om.